good afternoon to all of you. Dear students, I welcome you all in digital class of biology. Students, today we will proceed with the same chapter, that is the living world. But before that, I would like to motivate you all with the beautiful sayings of Lord Krishna. Student, he says that he has a purpose for your pain. He has a reason for your struggle and a reward for your faithfulness. Trust on him and never give up. So dear students, if you are suffering from any pain, believe on him, okay? He has some purpose. And if you are struggling in your life, then also believe on him, because he has a reason for that. And if you will show full faith on him, he will surely award you with some reward. You need to just trust on him and you need not to give up. Clear? So I hope so that you have understood the deep meaning behind this beautiful thought. So with this, students, I would like to proceed with my today's topic. Dear students, as we all know that we are studying the chapter The Living World. Until now we have studied about different characteristics of living things. Okay, in that we have studied about growth, reproduction, metabolism and response to stimuli. Dear students, today I would like to start with the diversity of living world. Okay, DIV. Okay, V is missing from here. DIVERSITY. Today we will study about diversity of living world. Okay, in this we will study about the variety of living organism on this earth. Students, if in simple word I would like to define about biodiversity, okay, it is a number of varieties of plant and animal in region on earth. Okay, and if I talk about the number of species known till, it is 1.7 to 1.8 million. Clear? Now the student question comes that what is the need for classification? Okay, this classification we will study under the term taxonomy. Okay, in this we will classify the living organism into different taxas based on their various characteristics. Clear? I hope so that you are getting. And after that we will study about nomenclature. Okay, what is this nomenclature? It is a way, okay, to give name to a particular organism, and that name is your scientific name. It will be known by the same name all over the world. Clear? In simple word I can say that it is the scientific name given to all the organism on this earth. And this nomenclature is based on principle and criteria of ICBN. That is, student, International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. Here term botanical is there, means this organization will give names to plant, and one more system is there, that is ICZN, which is named as International Code of Zoological Nomenclature, and this will give name to the animals. Getting? Student, and this organization, they make it ensure that each organism must have only one name in order to avoid any kind of confusion. So I have told you about classification, that what is the need, okay, and after that I have told you about nomenclature. Now student, what is this identification? It is the process of assigning a pre-existing taxon name to an individual organisms. Okay, and in this there are ICBN and ICZN. I have told you about this in your nomenclature. Clear? Student, now the question arises that ma'am, what is the need of giving scientific name? Okay, students, because plants and animal in our area, okay, they are known by their local name. Okay, and this local name cannot be used by different biologists because they have different meaning. For example, if I talk about jellyfish, silverfish, cuttlefish, starfish, okay, by looking for their name, I can say that these are fishes, but they have no such relationship with true fishes. Okay, so that it can create confusion so we need some scientific name, okay, with some correct characteristics. Okay, if we are saying that someone is fish, if some organism is fish, means it must possess the characteristics of fishes. Clear? And also we know that single plant known by several names in all over the India, I can say, okay, or all over the world, and single name use 2 or more plants. Understood? So student, binomial nomenclature, okay, was composed, okay, and it consists of 2 terms, that is generic name and species name, and it was invented by Carolus Linnaeus. Clear? What is this generic name and species name? Student, I am sure that you know that what is the botanical name of mango. Okay, the botanical name of mango is Mangifera indica. Clear? And anyone can tell me that which is genus here and which is species? Yes, this Mangifera, it is a genus and indica is a species. Okay, so this is the binomial nomenclature of your mango tree. Clear? Now student, we must know that what are various rules for nomenclature. Okay, first of all, the biological name are usually written in Latin word and in italics font. Clear? It should be in Latin word. Then second is your scientific names usually contain 2 parts. First one is your genus and second one is your species. Okay, then I have told you, okay, like I was giving the example of Mangifera indica. So first one is your genus and second one is your species. The genus name start with the capital letter as I have written here, and species name start with the small letter. Clear? And then student, biological name is either printed in italics to indicate their Latin origin when printed, okay, but it must be underlined when it is handwritten. For example, here I have handwritten, okay, I have written it from my hand, so I am underlining it. But by chance if I have to take the print of it, I need to write this in italics. Clear? Example they have given, what is the botanical name of mango? It is Mangifera indica. Human, Homo sapien. Rice, Oryza sativa, and wheat, it is Triticum aestivum. Okay, as we can see here that it is printed, so when it is printed, they have printed it in a italics. Okay, this is italics, but when I will write it, okay, with my hand, like I am writing Homo sapien, okay, at that time I need to underline it separately. I hope so that you have got various rules for nomenclature. So dear student, with this I have finished my lecture. Okay, it was very simple topic, just go through it again, and if still there is any query, please feel free to call me. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.